Hey Gemini, welcome to my channel, Baddison Intuitive Tarot. Hope you are doing fantastic. In today's reading, I'm taking a look into your romantic love life for the week of May 2024. I'm going to pull for you a 7-card spread, see who shows up in your reading today with romantic intentions towards you. Whether it's someone new on the way or someone you already currently know, whichever your status is at the moment, Gemini, I will try my very best to see who you're connecting to this week, what your story could be with this person, and how the situation may play out for the week ahead. Take a look at your feelings towards one another, see if you can trust her intentions, things like that. Just keep an open mind that I do tend to get very nosy in these readings. I don't hold back. I give the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. So please only take what resonates with you. Leave what does not resonate out the door. Never give your power away to tarot cards, and you are in full control over your decisions. So with that being said, now let's get nosy. Spirit, please dive into the energy of my beautiful Geminis. What do we have for Gemini today in love? Who are they connecting to this week, and what's their story with this person? Can Gemini trust this person? How do they both feel about one another? And what's this person's behavior and actions towards Gemini this week? And is there anything in Gemini's blind spot that could challenge them this week that they could benefit from preparing for? Followed by Gemini's advice. Gemini is open-minded to the messages you have in store for them today, as long as what comes through is for Gemini's highest and greatest good. 7-card spread. Gemini, love, May 2024. What is their tarot reading forecast? 2 more shuffles for Gemini. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Geminis. All right, let's first start with the person that you could be dealing with this week and see how they feel about you. We have the Hierophant, major for Taurus. Now, with the Hierophant being this person's feelings for you, they could either be telling me, A, you guys are already in an established relationship and they feel committed to you. Others, this person could be feeling like you and them are going through a tough lesson from the universe and that they are learning something important from this connection with you. As I'm looking at a teacher teaching a class, it's definitely telling me that this person's feeling committed to something. Okay, let's take a look at their intentions with you. We have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords as intentions, that's the intent to stay confused. That's the intent to stay stuck. That's the intent to overthink the situation. So this week, you got someone overthinking their situation with you. And I will clarify these cards, don't you worry. But this person is committed to figuring things out. They just might not be doing it the best way because the 8 of Swords is a mental prison. It's that place where we go, where we think that we're trying to think our way through a solution, and then we end up making more problems the more we think about something. So this person's all up in their head about you this week. They're very committed to figuring out what is going to happen between the two of you going forward. Okay? Let's take a look at their behavior and actions towards you this week. The Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is all about monumental changes. Expect the unexpected, that sort of thing. With this showing up in your person's behavior towards you, it kind of feels like they are trying their best to just go with the flow and see what happens between the two of you instead of forcing things. But with the 8 of Swords being their intentions, it looks like it backfires. They still stress themselves out about you. The Wheel of Fortune is all about fated encounters. It's all about, things just always feeling like they're constantly turning, constantly spinning, because the Wheel of Fortune is always spinning. Sometimes you're up on that wheel, sometimes you're on the bottom of that wheel. So this person feels like you and your connection is always spinning, always in different directions, always changing. Let's take a look at how you feel about this person, Gemini. Temperance, major for Sagittarius. Wow, we have 3 major arcanas out of 4 cards. So with your feelings for this person being Temperance, you're feeling like you need to be patient with this person for some reason. You're feeling guided to just like pause before saying anything else. To them, there's something going on here with the two of you. You guys may have recently bumped heads and just not saw eye to eye on something, and you're feeling like this week is the time for you guys to resolve things and to come to a compromise. Because Temperance is all about healing. It's working things out with the people we love the most in our life. And that angel right there is acting as a mediator, trying to bring you guys together to squash something, to resolve something. Whatever this is, your person's overthinking and you're trying to not overthink, which is really weird because the 8 of Swords is your energy. Okay? So it's like you're doing the opposite of what you normally do, and Sagittarius is your opposite sign. So it's like you're doing things a whole lot different than your person. Like the tables have turned, the script has been flipped. You know, you're doing things differently to get different results. Let's take a look at your challenge this week. What's Gemini's challenge? The Ten of Swords. So it looks to me that this week you're in this energy of, should I abandon this connection or do I breathe life back into it? So it's definitely telling me that you and your person has gone through some sort of challenge in your relationship where you guys have reached a point in your connection where you're like, all right, can we resolve this? Can we move forward from this? Or is this where we feel guided to just, you know, say our piece and walk away? Okay, this person feels committed to something within the two of you. Okay, the Eight of Swords could be telling me that this person's scared that they've already gone too far. They pushed the final button that, you know, sets you to the point of no return. It's definitely telling me that there's something going on here that I feel like you and this person are definitely learning a valuable lesson from. Whatever's happening with you in your relationship, I feel like it's a part of a lesson to help you both grow and evolve as people, individually and within your relationship. Okay, it feels like this is a turning point for your connection on whether or not you guys can handle whatever you guys are dealing with and grow stronger together, or if this is where you just want to bow out. Let's take a look at your weekly outcome. The Fool, major for Aries, another major arcana. So the Fool as your weekly outcome tells me that you are completing a cycle and you're having a fresh start for yourself. Whether this person is included in this fresh new start or this is you going your separate ways, I will find out when I clarify. But what it is telling me is that you're feeling relieved. You're feeling a lot lighter in your feet. You're feeling a lot lighter in your energy. You're coming out of a storm right here and you're walking towards a rainbow. Rainbows come out after storms. April showers bring May flowers. So some of you guys may have been fighting with this person since April, and in May you guys are trying to find the solution. Okay? And I just got chills just when I said that. I got spirit kissies. I don't know if you can see that. Let's look at your advice. I'll get the overall energy and then I'm going to start breaking it down fully to see how they feel about you. Oh, look, on the bottom of my clarifying cards, I see the World card. Okay? The Fool comes out after the World. What is Gemini's advice? The Emperor, another major arcana. Okay, with the Emperor being your advice, this is where you need to boss up. You need to take action. You need to do whatever you need to do to make sure that your life is secure and stable for yourself. All right, if this person can be on board with you, great. And if not, then this is where you have to be like, see ya. You know, you gotta protect yourself, Gemini. What's the overall energy influencing your love life this week? The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you guys may already be in a long-term relationship with this person. And for others, you have been working towards a long-term relationship. And I have a Gemini here that's like, can I work this out with my person, Three of Pentacles? Or is this where I just walk away? Is this where I just walk away and just admit defeat and just accept something for what it is and I can't force things to be different? You know, you're really at a turning point, Gemini, where you're like, do we have what it takes to have a long-term relationship, Ten of Pentacles, and work on our foundation? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. Okay, that is huge for a weekly reading. I see this sometimes in monthly readings, but in actual weekly, that is rare to see. Very, very rare to see this many major arcanas for a weekly check-in, which is telling me that you have been dealing with this for a lot longer than just 7 days, and this is like a continuance. Let's dive in. I'm going to first start with your person's feelings for you. Some of you guys may already be married to this person, or you feel like you're married because there could be children involved. But if not, let's see. Why is the Hierophant how this person feels about Gemini this week? Why the Hierophant? The Tower, another major arcana, and then the Star, another major arcana, with the Nine of Swords influencing it. Okay, so Gemini, this person is about to be in for a rude awakening, a shock to whatever they thought was going on. It's like you're doing a whole 180 on them. You're approaching them in a different way than they're used to. And I said that earlier. I said you're acting different. You're doing things different. You're like stepping into your opposite sign on how to handle something this week. You're like, doing things the old way got me the results I didn't want. Let me do something different, right? And it's shocking the heck out of this person. They're not used to you being like this. It's very rare for them. I keep on getting the word rare. And then I got the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords is my I can't sleep at night card, and the 8 of Swords is my daytime anxiety card, and your person's got both of them. So I feel like this week, this person's going to be stressed out, wondering if you're getting ready to break up with them or to walk out of their life for the good, or if there's anything they can do to salvage something. So it feels like a tower is happening right now. We're actually in the middle of a tower. We're in the eye of the storm based off of this reading right now, Gemini. We're in the eye of the storm. Okay, you already had a bunch of challenges beforehand. You're in the eye of the storm right now, and then there's another challenge coming away where it's going to change your relationship and put it on some sort of different path, on a different trajectory, whether this person's flying in with you or against you. And I already have a storm right here. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like you guys had some sort of disagreement, and things feel a little bit too calm right now. While you try to figure out what you need to do, you're in a very calm energy with that Temperance. And then when you finally realize what you need to do, that's when things shake up again. Okay? Wow. This person's still keeping the hope and faith that something's going to work out, though, even though they're stressed out. The star, as the continuance of their feelings, tells me that they're keeping hope and faith alive, that something is still going to work out, because the star card follows the tower. When the tower happens, that's when someone cries for help from the universe and wishes for peace and restoration. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. For some of you guys already told this person, look, I'm not happy with you right now. But you didn't actually break up with them or leave them. You just mentioned the words, I'm not happy with you. And that was enough for them to be stressed out and really in their head about you. But you're still trying to figure out if you want to finish this or work on it. Let's clarify your feelings. You're definitely in the driver's seat this week, it feels like. You flip the script. Maybe this person was in the driver's seat beforehand. And it doesn't matter who's in the driver's seat. It's telling me that I have a Gemini that's taking control back. And I already had that as your advice. Hold on, a card fell on the floor. 1 second. 9 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and the Justice. Just when I was saying that you're taking your power back, the 9 of Cups is the energy of choosing your individual happiness, putting your own individual happiness before anyone else's, and wanting justice in some regard with the Justice card, and protecting what you value with the 4 of Pentacles. I'm going to put it back in and see if it comes back out for clarifying your feelings. It's like I have a Gemini that's like, I want something different. So I got the World card, and I got the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is all about nostalgia. It's all about taking a trip down memory lane. It's also the energy of reflecting on the recent events, whether 6 hours ago, 6 days ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 years ago, 60 years ago. I don't know. It's reflecting on what has already transpired, 6 of Cups, and looking at the situation and asking yourself, am I ready for the cycle to complete itself now with the World card? Once the World card has entered the scene, that's when the Fool card can enter and a new cycle begins. Some of you guys could be in your personal year of number 9 right now, where you are closing out a 9-year cycle, especially with the repeated 9s I'm seeing, and getting ready to step into the year 2025 in your personal year number 1. Okay, that's not going to be for everybody. But you're using a lot of strength at this time with the Strength card showing up, major for Leo. You're trying to look at your life individually and think, all right, I don't want the same crap anymore. I've already learned from this. Why am I still dealing with the same lessons? You may be dealing with the same lessons because you're still continuing to connect with people who are not learning from the lessons and still doing the same thing in regards to you. You may have grown, but someone else you're dealing with is still doing the same thing. And the longer you tolerate it, the more you're going to get the same lesson over and over again. Okay, it's going to have to be up to you to get this cycle to close out so that you can have different experiences now. Okay, let's clarify this person's intentions. We have the 8 of Swords. Why the 8 of Swords? Why the 8 of Swords? Why the 8 of Swords? Six of Swords. They know you're upset at them. The Chariot. This person knows that you're upset at them, and that any moment now you could end up just saying, screw this relationship, I'm done. This person wants to move on from whatever conflict you guys are having, but they don't know how to go about it. They don't know how to go about it. They definitely want to move forward, though. They want to feel confident in the direction that they're taking. It could be a Leo or a Cancerian. Let's take a look at the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is showing up in the challenge. When I read the challenge position, I read the energy in reverse. And the 10 of Swords in reverse is the energy of recovery. Recovering from a betrayal, recovering from an ending, recovering from some sort of sabotage, recovering from something that had already completed its cycle. But based off the energy I'm seeing here, even if someone was able to, recover from something, it feels like Groundhog Day, like something's still repeating itself. It's like, whoa, I thought we resolved that. Why is this happening again? A cycle wasn't closed. Why the 10 of Swords? The 9 of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. Someone still needs to actually understand what was going on when something happened. Like only one person understood the assignment, and the other person took the test but didn't understand the assignment. Kind of like guessed. Like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to hit B, C, D, E, A on the test. But not actually knowing why they're choosing that answer. Okay, your reading is weird. It's very a rare reading, of course. And then there's the 8 of Swords again. So what's challenging this relationship is someone's all up in their head, 8 of Swords, and it's not doing anyone any good. Okay, and I'm also getting that there's some quiet between the two of you. I'm getting that you guys are not talking, and that's not helping the relationship either. If you guys are more arguing than talking, then it's best to not talk. But if you guys can resolve something, it's best to talk. But I feel like you're trying to stay calm here. Very intense reading. So this person's behavior towards you is the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like things are going all over the place. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Why the Wheel of Fortune? The 4 of Cups. This person's experiencing some rejection from you this week. Like you're rejecting their love, not being as affectionate, not reaching out to them as much, not answering their text messages as fast. They're feeling really hopeless. They're feeling like they've already lost you. Okay? But that star is still showing up as some sign of hope for them. And then there's the Fool. They feel like you've already made up your mind. So let's take a look at your weekly outcome, Gemini. Now, only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you and your person are doing great and you're like, what the heck? What is this message for? Then it may not be yours, okay? Or maybe some messages. Why the Fool? Temperance. And the Ace of Wands. This, again, is confirming you're the one that is making this decision. Whatever decision you make, Gemini, that Ace of Wands is here to guide you. The Ace of Wands is guiding you through this process, which is the energy of trusting in regards to how you feel. Listening to your emotional authority on this situation instead of thinking your way through it like Geminis normally do. You're the thinkers of the zodiac, but in this situation, they want you to feel your way through the situation. What would make you happy, 9 of Cups? Because the 8 of Cups is walking away to find that 9th cup on your own if you can't find it with another. So let's take a look at your advice. Your advice is the Emperor. Some of you guys might have Aries in your rising. Why the Emperor? The Death card and the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Your advice is to take control of the situation. If this person and you can find some sort of compromise, great, and work out your differences, great. But if not, it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go and move on with the Death card, 10 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. This is not a time for you to keep on repeating the same cycles, the same patterns over and over again because someone else is not doing their part. You cannot sacrifice your well-being because another person hasn't, you know, followed along. I know there's love here, but if this person's being stubborn and not willing to change, you can't force someone to change. But I do get, for some of you Geminis, you don't want to make this decision this week. It feels like this is a situation where you're going to bring it into the month of June, I feel. But some of you Geminis may be making that decision while we're still in that new moon in Taurus. The Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like I have a Gemini here that's like, I want something stable in my life. I want to feel like I'm growing something with somebody and we're growing together. I don't want to be stuck in the past, Five of Cups. It's like I have a Gemini here that feels like you guys fight over the same thing over and over again with somebody. And you don't want to do it anymore. It's like you have to feel like you're keep telling somebody what you need from them and they don't follow through, or they follow through just to keep things quiet and then it happens again. So this is a very intense week for you, Gemini. I feel like you're acting very rare, or you're doing things in a different way. This person's not expecting something from you. Okay. Now for Zodiac, if you're in a no contact situation or a situationship, I'm going to pull your person's hidden feelings for you in a second. But for Zodiac signs that came through the reading, I have Sagittarius, I have Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. I have Aries, strong Aries. I have, those are the main ones that wanted to come through the reading. Okay. So please rock that like and subscribe button if you grow, and if you would like to book a private reading with me, Gemini, the link to my website can be found in the description box below of this video. Also, you have one more day to enter into the contest for the tarot deck giveaway. The cards that I used in today's reading, I'm giving away to a subscriber. These are my new ones. I just replaced these older ones. So it's exact same cards that I used in today's reading, but it's my older ones. After a while, they start to get difficult to shuffle. So these ones. All right, in the description box below this video, there's a link to my all signs reading that I just did, titled All Signs May 6th through May 12th. In that video, all you have to do is click on that video and comment underneath that video, Baddison Tarot, and I'll put your YouTube handle name in the jar. And then Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mother's Day, May 12th, I will pull the winner and, you know, ship it. So good luck if you enter. I'm resisting my desire for you because it's too late now. We've grown apart and you moved on. Is it focusing? Come on. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the world. I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. You were my home and now I feel like I'm out in the cold. Gemini, for some of you, this already happened, where you felt like you had to be like, enough is enough. I can't continue with this person anymore. I'm just not happy. I love this person, but I gotta love myself more. You know, you felt like you were getting more exhausted in a relationship than feeling like someone was adding value to your life. Okay, you did what you had to do. So just keep in mind that this is just a weekly. Maybe you and someone are just having an argument and then next week you're going to make up. All right? It's coming in very intense and someone's not expecting you to respond in a certain way. There's like a rare side of you coming in. All right? So I hope this reading helps and I'll check back with you in a few days for your next weekly update. All right, Gemini? I love you. Take care.